If you want to save money on your trading card purchases, we have a promo link over at 50cards.shop. Enter the promo code @night to get 5% off your order. Hey everybody, welcome to Nexus, your weekly Vanguard podcast. I'm Atlas.
I'm Matt.
I'm Root Beer.
And I'm so glad that I quit having to make up different intro things every week, because the more we do these, the more I'm like, oh god, imagine if I kept that going for
Yeah, I was wondering how long you're gonna keep that up.
Only so long. We're several hundred episodes in and all that good stuff.
True enough.
Anyway, some news this week on the Vanguard front with I think the major one is while I'm fucking scrolling to it. Okay. So a new Vanguard manga being serialized in Koro Koro comic, Cardfight Vanguard Skyride. Which, do we know or want to explain the significance of what Koro Koro is? Because I don't really have the gravity of the situation.
I mean, I feel like Matt would be the one to explain these kinds of things, but
I don't. Koro Koro, that's the same one that runs like fucking. What's the big things they have? They've done a lot of random Beyblade and shit, right?
Yeah.
Like what else?
So,
Doraemon, which is long running important stuff.
Yeah. So the TLDR for this is it's a very prestigious magazine, a very popular magazine.
Yeah.
So
would this be like if someone was like, hey, let's feature Vanguard in highlights or whatever in the States, where it's a fairly ubiquitous magazine that you see around? I'm trying to get a handle of what this means.
I mean, it's hard to draw a comparison because the easiest thing I could think of is Magic the Gathering, but that's owned by Wizards. That already, Wizards of the Coast already just kind of own nerd space in the English-speaking sphere, so
right.
It's hard to draw an easy comparison.
I know there's not manga magazine.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think of
something
yeah,
that
no,
is
I'm trying to
think
of a compare. No, because at the end of the day, this is still a magazine, right? So I'm trying to think of something that would be a good comparison point. That's hard to do because we
don't really have magazines that circulate in the same way here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At least not in the 2020s.
Yeah. I don't know. But just your niche nerd hobby is being picked up by a major mainstream thing, right?
Yeah.
That's the gist of it.
And we've been getting on Bushiroad about this, both us and the community at large, for years now, about get your shit more visible. Talking about trying to get it on TV, because for a long time things like Yu-Gi-Oh and Digimon and Beyblade were on for kids.
Yeah, but TV doesn't exist in the same way that it does anymore that it did in the past, right?
But I'm saying that that making an effort to try and get it in a more visible space, either through that or another thing that gets brought up a lot is sell the cards at Target in those little
I mean that assumes that Target wants these in the first place.
True. I know that they're kind of moving away from trading cards after flippers will run in there and buy up all of them at once and all that stuff. But the point is, this is good, I think.
Yeah. Most likely, yes. It would be quite if this is successful, even remotely, it would be a massive boost to the game's popularity. Most likely
in Japan,
which will kind of trickle over to America, I guess.
Maybe.
Like, I don't know.
A lot of card games running around right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, this one's been around for a while, so as long as like Bushiroad cares to put in even a modicum of effort to keep it alive.
I'll believe when I see it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they claim to want to keep to like scale up through like 2027, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dear Lord.
I think they mark 2027 as like the time they're really gonna go like hard into like marketing Vanguard.
Like starting in 2027, they're gonna like.
If I remember that particular, like, I think, fuck, what was that one again? I think that was like a shareholder thing or whatever. Like one of those like boring business things that us regular folk normally don't give a shit about.
Right. And also, this is card games on dragons.
Yeah.
The other thing that gets brought up.
How bizarre.
I'm guessing, Matt, you were you were kind of too old for the whole dual disc hype when that was going on, right?
I also thought it was stupid.
Fair enough. I was the perfect age for the dual disc, and I never got one. And in the picture, for the people listening to this, the picture is of this character on a dragon, and he's got some kind of Vanguard version of a dual disc, which is a way to play with his opponents while not physically being at a table with them. The table is like strapped to your arm, and it's only your side.
Really is the next evolution, huh?
Yeah. And I am just happy to see this sort of thing again. Whenever the dual disc came out, like 20 years ago at least now. And it just makes me happy. Sorry. I don't care what anybody thinks. It's cool. All right. Card games on dragons.
If they make a Vanguard dual disc, are you going to buy one?
Depending on how much it is, maybe.
All right. Some of those like toys for like random like Common Rider shit get really expensive.
Really? Like,
yeah.
How much do they run?
Some of them are like hundreds of dollars.
Wow. Okay. If it's that sort of thing, I'm not going to buy it.
I'm just like, dear Lord.
Jeez.
I'm not. And sometimes they have really dumb shit that's like also incredibly expensive. Like it's not even like related to necessarily any Common Rider series. It's like some spin-off or something.
Okay. Yeah.
Like they had a Disney one, if you'll believe that.
Oh, for like Lorcana?
No.
No.
Just Disney belts.
Oh.
For reasons unknown.
Strange.
It is strange.
Well, either way, there is a non-zero chance I will be buying Vanguard's version of a dual disc should it come out in English.
Good luck.
Yep.
We'll see.
But either way, I think good job, Bushi, for this and taking steps to being more visible.
Yeah, what's really going to happen is somebody's going to get mad at me for calling them toys. That's really how this is going to end
up. Wait, has anyone of our fans ever like come after you specifically?
No.
Okay.
No, but they should. It'd be funny.
I mean, we're all three of us can see that Twitter.
That's true.
Yeah, at Nexus at night for people who want to see that. In other news of Bushiroad doing things that are good, we have reprint sets coming our way in, as you see me scrolling, to the Triple Drive booster coming out, which I'm trying to find the thing that is the most hype. So you have...
I mean...
What? Go ahead.
Like, a lot of these reprints are like older cards, right?
Yeah.
Like, there are definitely some things in here that are important, like Broken Toys, for example.
Broken
A lot of
Toys,
promos.
Promos, all the effect triggers are always good to
Yeah.
have, like, just them another fresh injection of them.
Yeah.
You know,
Like, I've already said this before, like, PGs and effect triggers are things that probably just need to be reprinted, like, every 2 or 3 sets.
yeah. Lots of Bob Sagra, things like that. Trick
Yeah.
Moon.
Like, the trend has been, like, boss units, like, high rarity support. Yeah. Like, boss units and high rarity support.
Yep. And also seems to be the case as they've shown us Dark States, which we're not going to go over every single little stupid thing. But I'm happy to see what I'm seeing. And
No Swirler reprint, though.
no Swirler reprint, which
incredible.
Yeah.
No, you have
I'm
the
kinda
one of in the
surprised.
stand-up deck set no one bought. That's all you get.
I
Yeah.
just want to look at the. That card's not that bad right now.
Yeah. Also, all the like grade 4s.
Yeah. The grade 4s, Rock Hardor for Drew Jeweled.
Yeah.
Is a good one.
Card's still $10. Not bad.
Either way, happy to see this happening, and that is pretty much all she wrote. We're only 11 minutes in. How are you guys doing
It's all right. Are you gearing up for next week?
for Thanksgiving? Yeah.
Yep.
Excited for going to hang out at my in-laws' place because, unlike my actual family, my in-laws are pretty
Chill.
functional. Yeah.
What the heck?
Yep.
I'm looking for like Black Friday sale. I need a new fridge because my freezer keeps like icing over,
Woof.
and it makes it so that like there's no cold air going to the refrigerator part of it anymore.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to have to like unplug it and let it thaw out every couple of months. So I'm just getting a new fucking fridge because it's like probably going to cost similar amounts to just fixing the problem.
Or if it's solid enough, you could take something like hard and just beat the shit out of it and like get the ice out that way, which is really fun.
Nah, because it just like blocks up all like inside the vents too.
Yeah, you gotta like clear it out yourself and like be careful about it because my vents are in the top instead of the bottom, so it's easier to do it that way than to unplug the fridge slash. It's so fun. It's like this is why steel is super effective against ice type. Smash.
Yeah. No, like the inside of the vents where I can't reach anything
Yeah,
are
exactly.
also iced over.
Mm-hmm. I know what you mean.
So I have to I just kind of have to keep like unplugging it every few months, and that's annoying. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to replace my fridge during Black Friday. Also, possibly replacing my phone because it's like 3 years old and my phone case is starting to disintegrate.
Oh, what kind of disintegration are we talking about?
Like the power button has like I don't know if you can see it, but like the power button has just like fallen off.
Yeah.
Just the phone case, not the actual phone, but
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like when the case starts disintegrating, it's like, okay, I think it's time to just get a new phone. Like I've had this one for a while now.
See, I'm one of those people who will hang on to the phone until the phone is like, I cannot continue. You need to take me. And then the guy's just like, why don't you just get a new phone?
Yeah. Also, like like I said, my phone's 3 years old, so the screen's like fucked up and the charging port is starting to come loose.
Oh, woof. Yeah, then that probably warrants the new phone.
Yeah. Also, like we were going to get them like last month because our like phone contracts are up and we can just like and Comcast's phone service is fucking horrible. I mean everyone hates Comcast anyways. But yeah, like every now and then I have problems where I like cannot make a phone call in my own house sometimes because there's like no signal. And that's very annoying. So wanting to switch phone plans, but my parents are being very wishy-washy about it, so I'm just like, you know what? Black Friday sale, I'm just gonna if I can't change the phone plan, which I also need to do, I'm going to at least switch to a new phone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I will just pay the $900 or whatever up front to like buy an unlocked phone.
Dang.
That sucks how much that is.
Yeah, and that's the one that's on sale.
I keep like looking up houses and apartments and
Crying.
stuff in cheaper cities, mostly just
And crying still.
And crying still. Yeah. I don't know. I lately when Katie's been asleep, because she'll go to sleep like an hour before me, and I've more recently been watching Bob's Burgers, and I'm like, I just kind of want to live where they are. Like, I would love to live in a town like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like looking up cities up and down the eastern seaboard. I'm like, what is this for? Why am I doing this? You know?
Yeah.
Go live with Matt. How much is your rent every month, Matt?
Why? Why are we talking about this?
Because
we've run out of actual topics because it's a slow news several months.
Slow news several months.
I don't want to divulge this information.
All right. You don't have to divulge it on the stupid.
What?
Okay, it's fine.
Okay, look. There's you know what sucks? It's January. A lot of games are coming out that I'm excited for.
Okay.
But it also means a lot of games are coming out at the same fucking time. So in one fucking week, I have Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Under Night in Birth 2, and Tekken 8. What the hell?
That is...
It's too much.
That is too
Where am I going to find all the time?
Matt's called into work 3 days in a row. Does he have COVID? No, he's got Tekken 8. Can't be coming in.
That might be how it is.
For Tekken 8.
It's crazy. It's too much. How am I going to do this?
Mm-hmm.
And I got to finish this Yakuza game. That's supposed to be long. Holy shit.
Is it long? Or
no, I don't know. Who knows?
Okay.
I'm going to stop looking at home prices in my area now. They make me very sad.
Root beer, why haven't you played the Yakuza series yet?
Because I'm busy being depressed.
Because his freezer's iced over. That's why.
All coming together.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I have nothing. Like, this is a very slow news period right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like there's not much of a point really talking about the triple drive booster until we know everything.
Yeah, but I was more thinking of like talking about that it's existing. And
yeah, reprints are nice. Yu-Gi-Oh had a really nice reprint set recently.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Ours isn't quite as nice because they don't seem to be printing anything after set 8.
Yeah, there's just weird misses on it, I think. At least so far.
Yeah.
But, it's Bushiroad, gotta hope they get something right here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Still good to see them like making the effort though. I would just hate for the triple drive booster to be Japanese exclusive, which is not gonna be a thing, but that would fucking gall me super hard.
Yeah. Like it has new units in it. Yeah, it has new units in it. I don't know why anyone thought it was going to be Japanese exclusive.
Just knowing
it could still be,
No,
they announced the date for it already.
Oh, okay.
It could still be, I believe.
Yeah. See, the real problem is that like we're not getting it in English till like May. Wait, no, that's the Token Ranbu. When the fuck are we getting this? No, we're getting this in March. May is Token Ranbu.
Yeah. March isn't too bad, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Not the worst thing in the world. I tried to make a Keter Sanctuary All right, sorry, a Graham Grace Gold Paladin list.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys want to see it?
Sure.
All right.
I don't know what any of these cards do. It'll be great.
Okay, let me go find it. Got that. Share, and it's one of those things where like I can't share this because I don't have it in paper and thus can't really like test it and see if it's good. B, Gold Paladin is Richard's domain, and if I build anything in it, he's going to kill me. And C, the which card? This card, Knight of Fast Spear Tudore doesn't exist in English yet, which is a big deal. So Tudore is the ride fixer for Gold Paladin, where the on boost effect is Vanguard once per turn when it attacks while boosted, counterblast, check top 4, choose up to one card that's different from this and call it. And then if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, you can choose 2 or more cards instead of 1, which is fucking whack for one of those things. So here's what we got. You have 4 Graham Grace, 4 Percival, 4 Aglavale. I have Quill as like a placeholder for Tudore because they're more or less Amber clones. So 4 of those. 4 Canarius, which the V version is so good. If you call 2 or more units this turn, it's a 14k beater and a 10k shield. And then if it's placed on Van or rear guard or guard circle, you can discard something, check top 3, call a grade 2 or less among them to rear. And then if Canarius is on the guard circle, you call it to the guard circle instead. So just real solid card. 3 of the pink hair girl Lochte, which is if you have a Graham Grace Vanguard at your end phase, you can retire her and then choose a grade 3 from your soul and put it in your hand. 3 Gorbaduck, which is top 5, grab something. 3 perfect guard of your choice. I just did Aegis Mare. 4 Dindrain.
Are there any Unite PGs that you can like bounce to your hand or that like do something?
I don't think so. I kind of just did it because it was cheap. If you want to look for it, you're welcome to. Dindrain, the V version, is when placed on rear by a card ability, Soul Blast, and either draw or countercharge, and she gets 3k. Your starter, your upgraded Starface Lion, the blue, what's it called? Blue Overtrigger.
Yeah.
4 fronts because that's really good.
But yeah, consider playing the Unite PG because you can like bounce it to your hand.
That is pretty funny. So for those who don't know, Graham Grace's ability is your Persona Ride also affects back row, which isn't super pertinent here, but on Van once per turn, you can counterblast, soul blast, draw a card, choose a card from your hand, call it to back row center. Till end of turn, it can attack from the back row and gets 10k, and then at the end of the battle that your back row center rear guard attacks, you put that unit into your soul and draw a card. So that what you're trying to do here is during your main phase, you do Graham Grace's effects, which gives the back row attack ability, and then stride Spear X on top of Graham Grace, who then doesn't make the thing go into soul to draw you one. And then also Percival allows you to get Excel markers and Aglavales to, if you need to, put things into soul to get that stuff back in hand. It's the only Keter clan with that's an Excel clan, and it's a fucking abomination, and no one needs to see this, or no one needs to play this.
But yeah, but if you were thinking about this for some fucking reason, consider playing Holy Mage Lavina instead of Aegis Mare.
Holy Mage Lavina.
On this place.
Oh, with an A. Sorry about that. Oh, she's cool looking. Holy Mage Lavina. GB1 unites. Choose one of your other rear guards, put it on bottom. When it's placed on rear from your deck, You may pay the cost if you do at the end of the turn. Return this unit to your hand. I kind of like that a lot,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, I don't think any like topping lists have done that, but that's just because they're still playing Draw Sentinels.
Mm-hmm. I don't think this is a topping list ever.
Yeah. No, I'm just talking about for like Gurgit.
Yeah.
The actual good deck.
Right.
What?
No, who would have thunk it?
Yeah. No, because like I think a lot of the keyword PGs can just like put themselves back into the hand. So obviously everyone knows about what's her name, Ezra's, but I've been like building Neo Nectar, and like what all of the topping lists have done is they just play the Bloom PG, because then
Right, because you can pull it out of the deck from your stride.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah, and then you can like counterblast. So when same name is placed, you can like counterblast one and then choose up to 5 of the PG name, return them to your hand.
Mm. Yeah, and you can pull it off of Tudore or Canarius and then just keep on with your life.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool. Yeah, if anybody wants to give this a try in paper or on CFA, go for it. I guess I need to give it a name. Graham Grace Grold Paladin. How about that? If anyone wants to give that a try and let us know in the comments. All right. The deck code is EBM, like Mary and like Nancy. So.
EBM.
Yeah.
Easy,
Go for it.
Rolls right off the tongue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Despite no tongue involved.
Yeah, go for it. See what happens. This is... I don't even know why I did this. I showed it to Richard, too, and he's like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, I just wanted to. I already made Eugene Cogro, which still exists, by the way. But that at least is sitting on a shelf on my desk that I kind of just don't touch for the most part until they give either good enough generic Dragon Empire or good enough Kagero support to make that feasible.
Good luck with that.
Yep, that's not going to happen for a while, so until then. Yeah, well, this'll... Let's see. I think what we're going to do... Should we skip week of Thanksgiving? Or
Probably.
Yeah, there's not going to be much stuff coming out anyway.
I'm probably going to be out Black Friday shopping. Fuck you guys.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
All right,
yeah, so next week we won't be here because Black Friday, Thanksgiving, and yeah, but we hope
be with your families.
What?
Be with your families.
Be with your families. I know I will be. My found family. So yeah, we hope you.
No, you're marrying into that family.
Mm-hmm. How does that not count as found family?
That's true.
We found
them.
My suit came, by the way. It's fantastic. I'm excited.
Cool.
Nice.
But all right. Thanks everybody for listening. Thanks Darren, Cole, Josh, Jeremy, GR, Ali, our $10 patrons. If you want to support the show, patreon.com/Nexus at Night. At Nexus at Night on Twitter, Instagram, and all the other social medias. How about the rest of us?
Find me on Twitter at Wiggins, GG's.
Find me at Plasma Eclipse.
Find me at Atlas Novak, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. You can find me, my YouTube channel, The Epileptic Comic. This week, I'm going to be on my co-host, Dino the Genetic Marvel. He runs a show called Hammered in Cheese, which is you get drunk and you make a recipe. So I'm guesting on that this Tuesday, which is, 18th, the 21st. So this Tuesday, the 21st, I will be guesting on that. Just searched Hammered in Cheese. And yeah, until next time, I was Atlas.
I'm still Matt and Sleepy.
I'm Root Beer.
What did you say, Matt?
And Sleepy.
And Sleepy. And have a good night, everybody.